Hello there and welcome to A2 Maths from Specimen Paper 1, and here we're looking at question 8, a geometric sequence question. So there were 2,100 tonnes of wheat harvested on a farm during 2017. The mass of wheat harvested during each subsequent year is expected to increase by 1.2% per year. Find the total mass of wheat expected to be harvested from 2017 to 2030 inclusive, giving your answer to three significant figures. So, if you count all the years from 2017 to 2030, there are actually 14 years there. That's why if you count them up by your fingers, if you think about it, 17, 18, 19, 20, there you've got 4 years, plus another 10 years, you're at 2030. So it's 14 years that you're going to be harvesting wheat for. So that's effectively our value for n. Our starting value A was 2,100 and our ratio each time was 1.012. That's the decimal multiplier for a 1.2% increase. So now using the Sn formula, that's going to be A times r to the n minus 1 over r minus 1. So it's going to be 2,100 multiplied by 1.012 to the power of 14 minus 1 over 1.012 minus 1, and grab your calculator, and that's going to equal 31800 tons to three significant figures. Okay, so there we are. Moving on to part B now, we still have the same scenario as before. Each year it costs £5.15 per tonne to harvest the first 2,000 tonnes of wheat. Then anything above that it costs £6.45 to harvest the wheat in excess of 2,000 tonnes. So use this information to find the expected cost of harvesting the wheat from 2017 to 2030 inclusive. Find your answer to the nearest 1,000. So from before, if we remember, we had 31,800 tonnes. If we take the first 2,000 tonnes from each year, then 2,000 tonnes times 14, that's going to give us 28,000 tonnes. So this is at the cheaper price. So 28,000 times 5.15, the price at the cheaper price, that's going to be, let's grab our calculator, 2800 times 5.15, that's going to cost, I'll write it all out, 14,450. No, it's another zero on the end there. So that's at the cheaper price. Now the more expensive price. Now what's the difference between the amounts we've already harvested and the amounts we have to harvest in total? Well, that's going to be 31,800, take away 28,000. And then we're going to have to times this by the more expensive price, £6.45. So let's do then 31,800. Take away 28,000 and then times that by £6.45 and we get 24,510. So now let's add these two together. 144,200 plus 24,510. And we get a total answer of 169,000 to the nearest thousand, that is. So there we are, that's the answer to this question then. So we needed to work out the total cheaper price first. Notice that in each year we always produce above 2,100 and it goes steadily up each time. So what we're effectively taking is the block of wheat that is under the 2,000 marker. So that's just going to be 2,000 times 14 years. And then we've already worked out the total of all of this wheat combined. So then we're taking the top triangle and then effectively timesing it by the more expensive price to get 169,000. Okay, so there we are. That's the answer to question 8 then. 5 marks for that. So let's now move on to question 9.